Your Country 1039 KGRT, Lady A and Bartender.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Your question of the day brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. And take a sweater. I have a feeling it's going to be a bit chilly on Saturday morning. Well, my friends, our question of the day, well, it is going to wax nostalgic because apparently there are some folks out there that want to bring back 2016. Yeah, I know. Just 10 years ago, but apparently 2016 is having a moment right now on social media. A lot of people are waxing nostalgic, if you will, for the year they gave us Pokemon Go, the Mannequin Challenge, Stranger Things. Yeah, that was 10 years ago. And there are people on social media, like on TikTok, are posting things like "Wake Up, It's 2016" or a petition to bring back every dance from 2016. And it's kind of interesting because, like I said, 2016, really not that long ago, you know. So, but apparently psychologist Clay Routledge says that it often comes from stress, loneliness, or anxiety, but these moments when people reach back for something comforting or energizing. So I guess for a lot of the younger generation, 2016 is waxing nostalgic. But for folks of my vintage, shall we say, probably want to go back a little bit farther, you know. So that takes us to our question of the day today. If you could bring back any year, what year would you pick? Now, if I'm going by the 10-year model right here, would I go back to 2016? Nah. Would I go back to 2006? Fun, but nah. Would I go back to 1996? Yeah, I think I would. In fact, anything before 1996 up until then is pretty darn good. I had some good years those years, and for the younger generation, yeah, I guess you can say it's just a Gen X thing. It really is. But what year, if you could bring back any year, what year would you bring back? Was it a special year for you personally? Was it a certain event or anything that was happening in there? Maybe a life event, right? Maybe a national or a pop culture event. What year would you bring back? Let me know your answers by calling them in or texting them in at 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. Yeah, call in, text in, leave your comments down below because we are live on our social media pages, Facebook and YouTube. So absolutely, let me know your answers for our question of the day. If you could bring back any year, what year would you pick? Your question of the day, of course, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All right, all the appropriate buttons are pushed. So, yeah, if you could bring back any year, I know a lot of the younger generation is waxing nostalgic for 2016, but if you are of a more seasoned vintage, what year would you bring back? Yeah, that's our question of the day. So let me know. Would we go back to those mid-2000s, you know? Pretty good. You know, 2006, 2005, you know, maybe to the millennium of the year 2000. Or, like I said, almost anything in the 90s, mid-90s and before. For me, anything in the early 90s, anything in the 80s, anything, almost anything in the 70s. Okay, there's some late 70s stuff that would be interesting. But, you know, what year would you go back to? If I had to pick a year, I'd say 1996 was a pretty good year for me. So I would go back 30 years because I just moved here into Cruces back then, and it was a whole lot of fun, that's for sure. So what year would you pick? If you could pick any year to go back to, what year would you pick? Oh, just got a text message in. Not only did they pick a year, they picked a specific date, December 17th, 1903. I would have loved to have been involved in the discovery of the first flight of aviation. Oh, nice. So that would be a specific historic event that you could bring back. So it's like a particular event. But if we are waxing nostalgic for the years that you were alive, what year would you go back to? If you could bring back something maybe from your childhood, your teenage years, your college days, what would you bring back? Which year would it be? Once again, let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, leave your comments down below. In the meantime, let's kind of go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. Apparently, TV reality star Spencer Pratt is putting in or throwing his hat in for the race, running for mayor of Los Angeles. Yeah. So good for him. We'll see exactly how that one goes. Let's see what else is going on. Tangled, the live action adaptation of Disney's 2010 animated movie, has found its leads. Apparently, Australian actress Tegan Croft and Milo Manheim, star of Disney Channel's musical Zombies franchise, are going to be the leads right there. And the one thing I get out of that statement, Disney has a Zombies musical? Okay. Let's see what else going on. Oh, a new food pyramid coming out. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy has announced new dietary guidelines for Americans focused on promoting whole foods, proteins, and healthy fats in there. So, when I take a look at that old pyramid that they had up for everybody, probably should have thought twice about that one. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. If you could bring back any year, waxing nostalgic, any year from when you were alive, we're talking memories, things that were there, a pretty good year for you, what year would you bring back? Would it be something from your, elementary school days? Hey, I would go back to kindergarten and enjoy those naps, a lot better, that's for sure. Or maybe your high school days, maybe those college days, or maybe even some of those days that weren't there. What would you choose to go ahead and bring back? Hello, getting lots of highs from YouTube. How you guys doing? Let's see. I think I'm actually getting spammed on some of these comments on YouTube. That's for sure. But lots of people saying hi. So answer the question, though. What is, or if you could bring back any year from your lifetime, what year would you pick? Like I said, for me, if I'm going on 10-year increments, 1996 or maybe 1995, 96, those are some really, really good prime years in there. So, yeah. And honestly, it was the years before everything starts getting a little crazy. Things were crazy back then, but not quite that crazy. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'd go back to 1996. But what about you? If you could bring back any year, what year would you pick from your lifetime? Let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, leave your comments down below for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.